You're listening to the #1 podcast made by two guys, 40 plus, that Neil Young will still listen to. Our information is correct. I'm just saying, our information is correct.
Well, they told Neil,
we have no disinformation. Well,
did they told Neil to take a walk, right?
Yeah. So, I know. They did. It was between. I'm sure everybody's heard. It was between Joe Rogan and Neil Young, and
because of what Joe Rogan said with COVID and the vaccines, and he's
no.
Well,
let's straighten
misinformation.
There's misinformation. Supposedly, but it's not him. It's the guest. He's having on guests with an opposite view of certain people, but he made valid points.
Yes, yeah, but I'm going to say that the JRE following, is a lot stronger than the Neil Young.
I've actually, you know what? I've reflected on some of what I've heard about Neil Young recently, and we're going to get to some of that right after this. Yeah, so
I think they kind of made a good call there.
I think so. You know, 11. You know, he's up to what, like 11 million or 20 million listeners per episode. I mean, we're right behind them.
We're very close. Very close.
Right.
So.
But yeah, I think a power struggle between Neil Young and Joe Rogan and Spotify. was really put to the test. But also, and I'm listening to some news announcers, obviously younger. Now I'm a fan. I'm a Neil Young fan. I love classic rock. I like 60s, 70s. That's to me classic rock. The sad thing is now we're showing our age. Like Pearl Jam is classic rock.
You know what's crazy? I listen to probably Pearl Jam every day.
Right.
I love listening.
Well,
to Pearl
I've got since I got the new car, I've got and I have the Sirius XM satellite radio. This isn't a plug for them, but I have Sirius XM satellite radio. There's 18 presets. And I would say at least 50% of my presets are some kind of
90s version.
No, not 9, but somewhere in the 70s to 60s to 9. I got the 70s, 80s, 90s. I got classic vinyl.
You're a big yacht rock fan.
I don't have yacht rock, but right now I'm into the Billy Joel channel.
Really?
Which is really good. I always have the Grateful Dead. Not that I'm a big Dead fan, but you always once in a while catch a really good mellow Dead. I got the Beatles on there.
Does music sound different to you as you've gotten older?
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
It's like songs I never used to listen to.
Right.
I listen to now, like the 70s music.
Yeah.
80s, I'm not so crazy.
Oh, I'm big on
80s, but
you know what? The 80s music sucked, but now it's fun. But that's what I find. Because the music today is awful.
Motley Crue is to me is 80s music.
Yeah, the hair bands.
And speaking of that,
the hair bands.
Oh, today's the second. I think today's the day the video came out.
Oh.
The remake of the video with Pamela and Tommy Lee.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's on one of the those Hulus or whatever.
Oh.
So
I gotta check that out. I'm in between. Well, I'm in between sets right, series right now, so maybe I'll watch that. But so I think Joe Rogan won this round, and people are still going after him. But like I was saying before, I'm listening to this reporter, and she's like, "Who the hell is Neil Young?" And that's showing the age, and I get it. You're looking at these old rockers now that are coming out and speaking against Joe Rogan and coming off Spotify. And does really anybody care what someone has, these old rockers that look like a cat? I'm just saying their face looks like a catcher's mitt with long hair.
How old is Neil Young?
It's got to be in the 70s.
Okay.
He's still
Is he married?
I don't know. I don't know his part. I don't know. Check it out. You're the information guy.
So here's my thought process.
Okay.
Can you imagine what? I don't know what made him do it, but he must have a very strong stance on COVID.
Yeah.
Okay. And
it's not COVID. It's not necessarily COVID. It's COVID disinformation.
Disinformation.
So now we're speaking about COVID. So I wonder if Spotify is now going to put that label warning on our show because they.
But here's the thing that I'm wondering for Neil Young. Let's get away from the COVID situation. He made a stance where
fine. Well, because he's from the 60s, 70s.
Just hang on. Okay. All right. So he made a stance on a current events topic that he really didn't need to be vocal about.
Well.
Is this going to affect his like residuals and like what he was getting paid from these companies now for saying something that was just like I mean, I don't really remember like going on to like a music channel recently and looking for Neil Young's music.
Right. No, I hear you.
I'm saying like he might have just like really like, did he really think he was going to
the grandkids might have to pay for college now.
Right. Why would you do something like that? I understand
because they're taking either A, he's making so much money from residuals and over time that it really doesn't matter. Or B, he's really passionate about what's going on and decided to take a stand. I'm going to go with A.
When was the last time, went out to dinner, said, sorry I'm late, I was just, listening to the end of a Neil Young song.
Not recently.
No, I mean, come on. What do you
It's sad. I mean, it's really sad to see these guys get up. It's like enough already. Look, I'm going to Billy Joel in June. I'll admit it.
Oh, yeah. No, that's great. Everybody says it's phenomenal.
Right, phenomenal. I've never seen Billy Joel, and my son's into it. So as a nice gift, we got 2 tickets, and I'm taking him to see Billy Joel in the Garden.
Yep.
In June.
Yep,
so it's going to be great experience. I'm not a concert guy. So for me to actually go to a concert, it's got to be, something good, memorable. And that's what this is.
That's definitely one.
Right. But some of these guys, like the Rolling Stones, they're like geriatric already. I mean, I see like Leonard Skinner, what's left of them. And they put on a good show, but, these guys are so old already, and it's sad.
I just don't understand why people who have these comfortable lives really want to inject themselves into mainstream media and take such a hard stance on something. Why mess with? I mean, he believes that strongly that listening to Joe, then don't listen to Joe Rogan.
Exactly.
Then why do you have to come out and go say it's either me or Joe?
And you lose.
Thanks for stopping by.
Right. How long do you think they even the heads at Spotify really sat down and discussed it? I mean, was this a board meeting? From like I'm saying, we were discussing it even before you came over. Just the layers in corporate world.
I will tell you exactly
that somebody really. I don't think this went too far.
Here's how it went down. 2 senior executives were walking in the hall, passing each other.
Leo Joe Rogan, $100 million?
No. Right. And they go like this. They go, did you just get an email that said Neil Young said it's either me or Joe Rogan?
Yeah.
Is this guy serious?
Mm-hmm.
And then, so do you want to reply back to that email to tell Neil to take a hike?
Who's going to write it?
I don't even think they called a meeting.
No, that wasn't meeting worthy. And then Joni Mitchell. Harto is on. And now I think Crosby, Stills, and Nash, they jumped on the bandwagon too.
Let's screw up all of our royalties.
Right. Right now, those are like, if they come on spot, how many people are actually looking at Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young like greatest hits or listening to Joe Rogan?
You know what? How funny would it be if you were watching TV?
Yeah.
And it's like 10:30 at night. You're watching some kind of half-hour sitcom rerun, and then all of a sudden a Neil Young infomercial comes on. Remember the Neil Young Greatest Hits album?
Right.
And they do the whole infomercial. Maybe he's going to bring back infomercials.
Maybe they're going to try to have to sell it.
He's going to sell his music.
That's the only way. I mean, without Spotify, what are you going to do? Apple Music.
Do you listen to FM? I don't listen to FM.
No, I'm loving satellite, and I might actually subscribe.
I like Pandora, Spotify.
Yeah,
I like those the best.
I like to, but I like
YouTube. I go to YouTube and just listen to music.
I don't YouTube music.
Oh, you don't?
No.
It's easy.
Well, I'm in the car. I'm not at home.
But you can develop like a playlist.
Yeah, I like random. Because I still like to flip.
Do you?
Yeah. I still I like the way it's set up in the car, all the buttons on the bottom, has all my presets. I know my presets now. And
look at you. Look at you. Stepping up.
Mosaic's really good.
Stepping up in the world.
Yeah. Oh, my God. I got to tell you, loving the car.
You know what I like sometimes? Like Coffee House.
Coffee House is good.
MTV Unplugged, like the unplugged versions or just the acoustics. Sometimes those like kind of channels are really
but
good.
you know what's? It's tough on the car ride home at night because that'll put you to sleep. Yeah, it's too mellow. That's more of like Saturday afternoon with a little drink, mellow, a little scotch, kick back. Maybe the fire's going. Just
nice.
Yeah, just listening to a little, unplugged music. That's the kind of time that is.
Yeah, having some of that Japanese whiskey that you always talk about.
Oh, it's good.
Yeah.
I haven't had that in a few weeks.
You haven't brought it over to anybody's house lately.
I haven't been invited to anybody's house. Last time we went to a house, people let us use their house. They weren't even at the house. That's how much they love us.
Whoa, wait a minute. Whoa. So 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, yes.
When you went back to these people's house, they weren't even there?
Nope. We got our own access code now to the house.
You're serious?
Yeah.
Do I know who these people are?
I'm related to them through marriage.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's some perk.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it was huge.
So now you're staying at people's houses without them being there?
Yeah, that's how much they trust us.
Really?
If anybody has a house that you would like me to check out and live at for a few days without you there, you can reach us at therealagingandmaturely.com.
Reach us or you?
Me. And that's going to do it for today's episode of Aging Immaturely. You can follow us on Instagram at Aging Immaturely, Facebook Aging Immaturely, or you can email us at agingimmaturely@gmail.com.